Hey everyone, welcome back. Ethan and Brandon here to discuss everything going on with the Red Sox yet again. Obviously, spring training is very nearly starting at the time of this recording. Obviously, spring camp has been going on for a week or two now. Lots of fun stories. Obviously, Alex Bregman is in town looking like the next hopeful Red Sox superstar. Lots of fun news going around out of that. But of course, one of the bigger stories that's come out this week is Rafael Devers' insistence on not moving off of third base. And Ethan, you and I have been talking about this a lot over the week. Just wanted to gather your thoughts.
Yeah, it seems like there's some drama on the team, which I'm always for when it comes to baseball because baseball is one of those sports where it seems like they're always united as kind of it's a very brotherly kind of sport. And you could say that for football, you could say that for hockey, but I think baseball especially, and I think Devers right now is just so heated. Maybe it's because, there's a new, threat on the team, aka Alex Bregman, and all eyes are on him. But to say, look, I'm not giving up my third base slot, I think it's a little pushy. And look, he's been on the team since 2017. I get it, but I think he's being a little cocky right now. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think, I mean, objectively speaking, this team is better if Alex Bregman is playing third and Rafael Devers is not playing third. We talked about this once Bregman signed about how the depth chart would play out, so we won't rehash that. But Bregman's a Gold Glove defender. Rafael Devers is not a good third base defender. I'm not saying that just, completely removing Devers from the third base discussion altogether is a good idea. I mean, having him as depth as a guy who's played a lot of third base in his career, I mean, that's helpful. It's, especially a superstar bat that can be, a utility fielder. Obviously, it just gives him extra value. It just, especially for, a guy who obviously hasn't won anything since 2018 when he was in his second season in the majors. You'd think he'd do anything it took to win, especially considering he already has his big $300 million contract. And this insistence from his part to just say, I'm not even going to be willing to move off third base for a better, just objectively a better defender. Like, I mean, it's not like a debate. It's just Bregman is a Gold Glove defender and Devers is not. Um, it definitely reeks of someone who's a little. Devers is a great teammate. People love him. Fans love him. I'm certainly not saying Devers is a bad teammate. I just think it definitely reeks of a little bit of self-importance. And on a team that needs leadership this year, that has a chance to be really competitive with some new guys in the clubhouse, I'm not happy about it.
And that's why, again, they've given the possible option of saying, look, you can go to first base, you can go to the DH spot, two very important positions. And to say, well, I don't even want to think about that. I just want to stay at third. This is my position that I've been in. Again, I'm not really happy about it either. And I think some fans, there are probably diehard Devers fans that say, why would he move from that spot? And others are, ready to kick him to the curb and see Alex Bregman, take over the role. Who was the player? You were doing a little bit of research on this. Who was the player that was saying, I'd love to see Alex. Can you quote the article you were reading
Yes,
on that?
yeah, Tristan Casas, who obviously we all know around here likes to sort of joke around with the media and the fans, but he did say that he wants Alex Bregman to play second base and that Rafael Devers is his third baseman. Now, that was probably a little bit tongue in cheek. Again, we know Casas's reputation, but it definitely speaks volumes. Again, Rafael Devers is the leader of this team. He's, I think, the longest tenured Red Sox still on the roster. And it's just he matters. He's a superstar caliber player. He's got the biggest contract on the team. His voice matters, and obviously his teammates, his longtime teammates like Tristan Casas are going to speak up for him. And I think that shows that Devers is respected in the clubhouse. I just I'll put it like this. Over in Chicago, there's sort of a similar situation brewing with Seiya Suzuki. He's the right fielder, but the Cubs traded for Kyle Tucker this offseason. Kyle Tucker's a much better defender. Seiya Suzuki doesn't want a DH because he's been in right field his whole career in Japan and now in the majors, and he's not throwing a fit about it. Same to Devers. It's just that he's made his feelings clear about it. I understand from the player's perspective of saying, "Hey, this is my position. I'm in the best mindset when I'm in this position. I don't want to learn a new position like first base." I just want to focus on hitting and third base. I get it from Devers' perspective. I just think that, especially if he can just focus on being a DH and just focus on hitting, that's where his value comes from. Devers is honestly a net negative in the field anyway. So I just think that hopefully the conversations are had this spring. Hopefully it's made clear that Bregman is just the obvious better defender at third base, and maybe obviously Bregman at third and Devers at DH would then allow Christian Campbell to come up and play second potentially. Who knows on that front? But I just think that the Red Sox lineup and roster looks better with Bregman at third than Devers, and I hope that he's willing to be a little bit more open-minded going forward.
And this is what spring training is all about too. I mean, spring training, as we always say, does not decide what the regular MLB season looks like, but it does decide how the team, functions in the season overall. This is their training session.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see, what Bregman endeavors on the field and, up at the plate looks like. And again, I'm excited overall. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. Should Devers stay at third, or are we giving him the boot? Is he going somewhere else? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.